Welcome to Make It Last with Say Jaf and Kas. I'm your host, Eric So.
And I'm Jafari Roberts.
We're only with you for about 10 to 15 minutes, so for that time, let's make it last.
That's right. We were off last week. I was back home, but we're back this week, and we're here with the results of the first polls.
Episode 20, we made it!
That's right, episode 20, guys. Shout out to you guys for watching, for commenting, listening, everything you guys do, voting on the polls. Speaking about the polls, all polls this week are brought to you by New Hope Pharmaceuticals.
Sold out?
That's right. Go to newhopecbd.com for creams to help you with recovery, anti-inflammatory, and arthritis relief. Buy anything and enter code MAKEIT, that's MAKEIT, for free shipping. So let's get to it.
Did you forget how make it was? MAKEIT.
That's spelled out for the fans, Harry. Don't get the code wrong. Free shipping. So let's get to it. The first poll was, would you rather be Damian Lillard or Bryce Harper? And 70% of you said Dame Lillard, which I can't blame you, but...
You guys sided with me, which is good, because Dame Lillard has bars.
But have you seen Bryce Harper's hairstyle? That flow is real.
I won't even talk about how the black guy wants to be the white guy and the white guy wants to be the black guy, but it's fine.
Shout out MLK.
This is what he fought for, literally. He fought for...
He had a dream.
Say off to leave our podcast so he could be Jafari and I. If you were playing a baseball game and got drafted by an MLB team during the game, would you want to know during or after the game? And 57% of you said during.
That's fair.
Which is appropriate, because 57% of you wanted to know if you need to stop trying or not.
If I get heard that I'm making a bunch of money in the MLB in about a year, yeah, I don't care about this game. But hey, 43% of you, or you're not quitters. I'll give you that. The next poll is, does Al Horford look like the only black kid in the drama club? And a resounding 75% of you said yes. And to that I say good job, because that man is a straight actor.
And the last poll for this week was, did you know Kyle Korver could dunk? 67% of you said no.
33% of you said yes?
I feel like we could get the same result with any white guy. Like, I could be like, did you know Luke Ridnour could dunk? And you'd be like, what? Luke Ridnour could dunk? No way!
Really? 33% of you thought Kyle Korver could dunk? Wow, props to you guys, because apparently you can.
He can. He dunked in Game 3.
Alright, well, enough about Kyle Korver. Let's talk about one of his teammates. Maybe the most important one. You guys might know him. He goes by the name Lebron James.
Never heard of him.
Yeah, who's that guy? He's someone important, right?
Do you mean that guy that Kevin Durant just beat?
Ooh, LeBron. While we're on that, LeBron's legacy, and this is very important, because LeBron is now 3-5 as his record in finals, so he's won 3 out of 8 finals he's been to.
And
right?
he's 2 very important shots away from being 1-7.
That's right. Don't forget, Ray Allen and Kyrie Irving have
and those 2 shots
saved his life.
Weren't even made by him.
He wasn't even in the play. One shot he missed, and then Chris Bosh got the rebound and dished to Ray Allen as well.
Thank you, Ray Allen.
And the other one was a Kyrie ISO. So I just don't know. He's not even assisting or anything. It's really a blemish.
But he did miss that shot so Chris Bosh could get the rebound.
Oh, wow.
To be fair.
So he did something, right? It's a blemish on his record for sure. And the thing is, LeBron puts up such amazing numbers, does things like average triple-doubles in the finals, but this one blemish of being 3-5 and even being this close to being 1-7 is just such a... It deters from his greatness, you know?
And I feel like there's all this speculation around the Cavs right now, like, oh, are they going to get Jimmy Butler, which they're not because they traded, and are they going to get Paul George, which is a possibility. But I don't even understand who they're talking to, because David Griffin, the GM of the Cavs, was fired earlier this week. So when you hear that there's speculation between the Pacers and the Cavs, who are they talking
who's
to?
making these moves? I would love
I'd like
to
to think LeBron James is wearing like a fake mustache and like David Griffin's like old jacket, and he's just like... What do you mean? David Griffin didn't get fired.
Never left.
He's still here.
Love GM. Oh gosh. The thing is, for one, Paul George is going to LA. I'll tell you right now.
Also, Paul George doesn't fix that team.
It doesn't.
That team still doesn't beat Golden State.
They do not, and especially
if I'm being real, that team.
If
doesn't
they lose
beat the
Kevin
Spurs.
Love for Paul George, it's even worse, because when LeBron plays a 4, he has to guard the 4s. He has to get more rebounds to make up for Kevin Love. It's just so many problems.
But let's not talk about LeBron.
Anyway,
let's talk about draft news.
Yeah, the draft was really good. You know?
In draft news, we finally saw it. It took like 5 years, but we saw a smart move made by the Brooklyn Nets.
The Brooklyn Nets have done something right, and shouts out to Jay-Z's Ghost of the Nets. Shouts out to every bad move they made, because right now they have a backcourt that's something worth talking about.
They traded for D'Angelo Russell in the draft. I think they traded for the 27th overall pick.
That's right.
They moved some cap space with Timothy Mozgov. They did kind of like a money ball deal that you see in other sports like baseball and football, that Like the Browns just did that with
exactly.
my man Osweiler's deal. But D'Angelo Russell and Jeremy Lin aren't like dangerous, but they're good
And they're solid.
They're going to be exciting.
Combined, yeah. You know, it'll be a good backcourt if they can get some good people in the paint. You know, for a front court, they look like a decent team, which is a lot more than you can say about them the past few years. So that's nice.
No team made a better deal though than the Timberwolves. The Timberwolves clearly won the draft
easily.
They swapped first-round picks and they gave up Zach LaVine and Chris Dunn to acquire Jimmy Butler from Chicago.
Jimmy buckets.
And they finally have that scorer.
They have a little bit of a big three going on. Andrew Wiggins, Cat, and Jimmy Butler now.
That's exactly what they have. A little big three.
It's something. It's not completely fearsome, but it's something. You don't have to worry about it. Coaches have the game plan for those three players, no matter what. And Jimmy Butler's a guy who can score from pretty much wherever. You know, a 3-point shot is something to work on, but he's a slasher.
I think he had his best 3-point season this year.
For sure.
People keep saying that Jimmy Butler can shoot threes, and he's the reason Chicago shot no threes. Dwayne Wade and Rondo are the reason that Chicago shot no threes.
Jimmy Butler
shot like 37% from three.
Shot, and you can't leave him open from three, and no one will, because he'll make that shot. So it's definitely something to fear.
In more draft news, the Sixers traded up to pick Markelle Fultz. They traded their next year's pick to the Celtics to move up 2 overall spots. Celtics ended up going with Jason Tatum, who they said they would have picked first anyway.
Right, so that's a win-win on both sides. The Sixers wanted Fultz really bad. They got him. The Celtics were taking Tatum anyway, so there's no point wasting a first pick on someone who's going to go third regardless. So both made a good deal there. And in other news, Lonzo Ball goes to the Lakers at number 2.
Put it on the poll, really quick. Does Lonzo Ball look like a circus clown with no makeup? One of our best
Resounding
ones.
yes.
It's one of our best
Resounding yes. Gosh. Oh, man.
All right, Jaff, you have some other notable players that got drafted?
Yeah, let's go over the rest of the good picks. We have... Oh man.
I wrote up this list of players for Jafari to say, and he hasn't seen any of the players, and they all have great names. So, Jafari, if you could read them off
so we have
our viewers.
Lauri Markin and going 7th to the Bulls. Okay, that wasn't bad. We got my Knicks with the 8th pick getting Frank Nuttin and Killing. Gosh. Harry and his Heat picked up my main man Bam Adebayo at number 14. And the Raptors getting a little sleeper pick of the draft. They pick up OG Anunoby, which this sounds like a name Snoop Dogg would make.
Put it on the poll. Put it on the poll. Does OG Anunoby sound like a Snoop Dogg album?
It has to be. It has to be. His name's really OG. That's amazing. And for the last one, we have the 76ers in the same round taking... Oh, gosh. And Say passing.
Oh my god! Are you selling it?
I'm passing on that name. What is that?
Angus Pasanikas.
Whatever. Harry, you have anything?
Pasaniks?
You have anything to add, bro?
Yeah, of course. I'd like to bring up that my man TJ Leaf went 18th to the Pacers.
Oh my gosh! You say TJ Leaf after you give me all those names. I hate you so much.
Confirmed.
TJ, that's the easiest name of the draft by far.
White people can't play basketball. Dash Lonzo Ball. If you are a high schooler and for some reason you listen to our show and you haven't picked a senior quote yet, white people can't play basketball.
Book it.
It's a good one.
I guarantee your friends will laugh. Alright, so let's spin off NBA for a bit. There's been a lot of NBA talk recently. Let's go to the big ticket fight of the year. We have Floyd Mayweather going against Conor McGregor for all the chips.
I don't want to hype this fight. I haven't wanted to hype this fight because like when it was just speculation because I thought they were just trolling like the whole world. And now that they're actually fighting, I don't want to hype it because it's stupid. You know what I mean? It would be like if Michael Phelps raced against like Michael Jordan. Like they play different sports. And honestly, I'd rather see Michael Jordan swim.
You know what? It's sad because as far as this...
Put it on the poll. Would you rather see Michael Jordan swim?
I'm voting yes on Michael Jordan.
The polls this week are brought to you by
As hyped as this fight is, Harry, Floyd's gonna win. It's boxing. This isn't UFC. McGregor can't pull out all his tricks. Floyd's gonna just stall him and rack up points as he usually does, and he's gonna come out with the victory. And it's sad that it's this hyped because there's really not much of a competition.
What's sad is that you guys are still gonna blow money on it. Like everyone in the whole world knows what's gonna happen.
My money's on Floyd. I'll tell you.
Everyone in the whole world wants McGregor to forget that it's boxing and just kick Mayweather in the face. If you're not rooting for that, then you're not rooting for sports.
If McGregor somehow pulls out the hands and knocks out Floyd, that would be amazing. But you know what? It's not going to happen. This man, Floyd Mayweather, has maybe the best technique we've seen in boxing in such a long time, maybe ever. Like,
yeah, since like Rocky.
Yeah, it's like Rocky Balboa. Sure, the man's gonna dodge every hit. He's gonna just.
Can we talk about how Rocky has a statue? Rocky has a statue.
Rocky has a statue. I'm sure Floyd.
Larry Bird doesn't have a statue. Let that sink in.
Think about it.
In Boston, in Indiana, he has a statue. It's terrible.
Anyway.
If you guys like the show, subscribe to our YouTube page. Follow us on Twitter at Say Jaf and Kas. I'm not going to spell it. I'm not Jafari. To keep up with the show, vote on the polls, and don't forget who loves you.
We love you guys.